Hey, it's Chris, and I'm here with the chapter in the Bible tonight, or one chapter. We're doing Numbers 20, Water from the Rock, the New Generation. So once we hit a minute, I will start reading that. So we do have another part of that. Tonight's a little bit longer than what we've had a few nights. So if it's your first time in here, you don't know what's going on, let me tell you. I made a commitment to read a chapter of Bible each night, and I live stream it to share it with you and also help me keep my commitment. If this is something you enjoy, please subscribe and like and come back in every night to hear me read a chapter. So, but we are almost there, just waiting for that time to come in. All right, we got about 4 seconds. All right, here we go. So this is Numbers 20, Water from the Rock, the New Generation. In the first month, the whole Israelite community arrived at the desert of Zin, and they stayed at Kadesh, where Miriam died and was buried. Now there was no water for the community, and people gathered in opposition to Moses and Aaron. They quarreled with Moses and said, "If only we had died when our brothers fell dead before the Lord. Why did you bring the Lord's community into this desert that we and our livestock should die here? Why did you bring us out of Egypt to this terrible place? It has no grain or figs, grapevines or pomegranate, and there is no water to drink." Moses and Aaron went from the assembly to the entrance to the tent of meeting and fell face down, and the glory of the Lord appeared to them. The Lord said to Moses, "Take the staff, and you and your brother Aaron gather the assembly together. Speak to that rock before their eyes, and it will pour out its water. You will bring water out of the rock for the community so they and their livestock can drink." Moses took the staff from the Lord's presence, just as he commanded him. He and Aaron gathered the assembly together in front of the rock, and Moses said to them, "Listen, you rebels, must we bring you water out of this rock?" Then Moses raised his arm and struck the rock twice with his staff. Water gushed out, and the community and their livestock drank. But the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Because you did not trust me enough to honor me as holy in the sight of the Israelites, will not bring this community into the land I give them." These were the waters of Meribah, where the Israelites quarreled with the Lord and where he showed himself holy among them. So next is Edom denies Israel passage. So Moses sent messengers from Kadesh to the king of Edom, saying, "This is what your brother Israel said. You know about all the hardships that have came upon us. Our forefathers went down into Egypt, and we lived there many years. The Egyptian mistreated us and our fathers, but we cried out to the Lord. He heard our cries and sent an angel and brought us out of Egypt. Now we are here at Kadesh, a town on the edge of your territory. Please let us pass through your country. We will not go through any fields or vineyards, or drink water from any well. We will travel along the king's highway and not turn to the right or to the left until we have passed through your territory." But Edom's answered, "You may not pass through here. If you try, we will march out and attack you with the sword." The Israelites replied, "We will go along the main road, and if we or our livestock drink of your water, we will pay for it. We only want to pass through 1 foot, nothing else." Again the answer, "You may not pass through." Then Edom came out against them with a large and powerful army. Since Edom refused to let them go through their territory, Israel turned away from them. The death of Aaron. The whole Israelite community set out from Kadesh and came to Mount Hor. At Mount Hor, near the border of Edom, the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, Aaron will be gathered to his people. He will not enter the land I give the Israelites, because both of you rebelled against my command at the water of Meribah. Get Aaron and his son Eleazar and take them up Mount Hor. Remove Aaron's garments and put them on his son Eleazar. For Aaron will be gathered to his people. He will die there. Moses did as the Lord commanded. They went up on Mount Hor in the sight of the whole community. Moses removed Aaron's garments and then put them on his son Eleazar, and Aaron died there on top of the mountain. Then Moses and Eleazar came down from the mountain, and when the whole community learned that Aaron had died, the entire house of Israel mourned for him 30 days. All right, so that was Numbers 21. Oh, hello, Kevin. That was Numbers 21. So it's funny because, and I don't usually quote on a lot of stuff that I'm talking about, but it seems like there has always been, it seems like this is like foreshadowing them quarreling with God all the time. So I just noticed that. But there was something I did come across that I kind of wanted to share tonight. And we got to move way ahead for this. So we're going to move just a little farther ahead. This is actually in the New Testament. And I heard about this, and I just wanted to share it with you. So it's about Saint Longinus. I never heard about this. But it's in John 34. And it said, instead, one of the soldiers pierced Jesus' side with a spear, bringing a sudden flow of blood and water. The man who saw it has given his testimony, and his testimony is true. He knows the truth, tell the truth, and he testifies so that you may also believe. These things happen so that the scripture would be fulfilled. Not one of the bones will be broken. And another scripture says, they will look out on what they have pierced. So Saint Longinus during the crucifixion was a Roman soldier, and he was had very bad eyesight. He was basically clinically blind. That's what we would consider him today. And he was the one who had the job to make sure that Jesus had died on the cross. So he had to take the spear, and he was to pierce through and hit the heart. But because he was hard of seeing, he missed and hit the lung, which spit out water and blood. And that water and blood hit him in the eyes and cured his blindness. And from the way I seen other stuff is he fell to his knees, and I think he basically asked for forgiveness because he realized that this was the Son of God. So even after Jesus had died on the cross, his body was still able to heal people like this Saint Longinus. Now he went on and testified about Jesus Christ and believing that Jesus Christ was the Lord. And I believe he went on to Rome, if I understand right. And the Romans couldn't have a Roman soldier going around testifying that this Jewish man was actually the Son of God, and or that actually went against what all the Romans believed. So there was a couple of versions that I didn't understand. One said they took his eyes again, but I might be wrong. The other one was they took out his teeth and cut out his tongue, but it didn't stop him from telling people about Jesus. He was still able to tell people about Jesus without any teeth or a tongue. So when they did this, I believe what they said was it was either the emperor or whoever was in charge of him lost their eyesight. And due to the fact that they couldn't get him to stop talking and stop testifying about Jesus Christ being the Son of God, they decided to put him to death. So the day that they put him to death, uh, the person who was in charge of him, or it may have been the Roman emperor, actually eyesight came back. So it was just unbelievable. I don't remember ever hearing about the Saint Longinus. So, but to hear about a Roman soldier that actually had taken part in the crucifixion and having his blindness cured just from the blood and the water hitting him from Jesus Christ's body. I just thought that was kind of an amazing how he was turned from basically probably being pagan, because that's what the Romans were, to becoming this follower of Christ. And I thought it was really, really a neat story. But that's going to do it, guys. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you'll come back and join me tomorrow night. I've been trying to do these at 9:15. So I was just a little bit late tonight, but I'll try to do better. But thank you once again. And like I said, I hope y'all come back tomorrow night. And like I said, I will be doing, was it 21? I think numbers 21. Other than that, once again, I hope y'all have a good night, and we'll see you later.